Davey VTV, Davey V with you. Less than 24 hours after I posted a video about the corrupt Monroe County, New York Sheriff's Office, especially the individual that you're looking at on the screen right now, Monroe County, New York Sheriff Todd Baxter, one of the most corrupt law enforcement officials in Monroe County, who has known for years that there is a serious issue within his jails, specifically the Monroe County Jail, which is located in downtown Rochester, New York, a site of countless suspicious and mysterious deaths of young Black and Latino men and Caucasian men too. In fact, this video is about a Caucasian male because you see, less than 24 hours after I posted that video that I just referred to, breaking news is that an inmate, a white inmate at the Monroe County Jail, was beaten by a Monroe County, New York sheriff deputy. By the way, in the other story I posted, a Monroe County, New York sheriff's jail deputy is charged with basically holding a fight club in the jail, basically setting up and allowing inmates to fight. In this video that I'm going to roll here in a few seconds, a Monroe County, New York sheriff's jail deputy beats an inmate. And I just want to add this here real quick because I know there's always going to be people, looking for a reason to justify police abuse and misconduct and corruption, right? To be clear, the charges that the individual that you're going to see that was in the jail, that was beaten by the jail deputy, right, are absolutely disgusting if true. Okay? Remember that. But last time I checked, we still live in a country of laws and of the criminal justice system. And no matter what somebody is accused of, he or she has a right to a trial. Again, I just wanted to add that little note there because I know there's always folks looking, searching, digging deep to justify a rogue, corrupt, thug, bully cop. I'll end with this. The Monroe County, New York Sheriff's Office is one of the most corrupt law enforcement agencies in the country. As always, thank you for watching Davey VTV. Roll the video.
A former inmate from the Monroe County Jail is suing after a deputy punched him in the face multiple times.
In fact, we do have video of that incident. Ron Spitzer joining us live outside of the Monroe County Jail, walking us through everything that happened both during and afterwards. Ron.
Yeah, guys, that former inmate is Richard Gennaro Norson, and he says that video shows that he did not deserve the beating he got, and he's been suffering ever since. Now, the Monroe County Sheriff's Office did punish that jail officer, but according to Gennaro Norson's lawyer, that punishment wasn't enough. Just a week after arriving at the Monroe County Jail in November of 2020, Richard Gennaro Norson says he got in an argument with Jail Deputy David Gurton. After a few words, the exchange got heated, which is when Gurton restrains him against a wall. You can see him doing so in this surveillance video obtained by News 8. Then comes this.
I woke up with I couldn't hear anything, but I remember seeing a huge pool of blood, and that was scary. I feel that he attempted to kill me.
The jail deputy who came in swinging was Brett Kirkpatrick. Gennaro Norson's attorney, Elliot Shields, says the punches are uncalled for anyone, but especially his client who has autism.
It's going to have a different effect, and it's important that officers have training so that they know that.
In his lawsuit against the sheriff's office, Gennaro Norson acknowledged the sheriff's office did conduct an internal investigation and concluded Kirkpatrick used excessive force, and they did suspend Kirkpatrick for 20 days. But Shields says he was able to use vacation time, so he got paid the whole time.
It sends a message to other deputies in that jail and other law enforcement officers in prisons and in jails across the state that what happened here is okay. In essence, it was simply a slap on the wrist.
Why Janara Norson was in jail might have been at play here, according to Shields. He says his client's possession of child porn conviction should have prompted protection from guards as opposed to this kind of treatment.
It's well known that in prison settings, those people require additional protection because they face greater threats.
The Monroe County Sheriff's Office told News 8 it couldn't get into detail about this case, but did offer a statement that said, quote, "In some cases, our internal processes proactively identify concerns before a formal complaint is made. This includes conducting thorough investigations, consulting with the Monroe County District Attorney's Office when appropriate, and assessing both external, criminal, and internal disciplinary actions as warranted. When necessary, we implement corrective measures, including discipline and training, to ensure accountability and uphold the highest standards of professional conduct." As for Janara Norson, he says his injuries required surgery, but he says he didn't get it then because he contracted COVID, and it was never rescheduled.
I can feel the fractures in my nose. Like it's skewed to one angle, especially at the base right here. It's disconnected.
Now, Janara Norson tells me that he wants to see Kirkpatrick prosecuted. Currently, Shields has asked for partial summary judgment in regard to the video, meaning that he's asking the court to rule that as a matter of law that Kirkpatrick used excessive force so that the jury doesn't have to decide that. Then this moves to trial.